Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to hide the kids and pop the top on a cold one. Coming to you from the Riverbank studio in Nitro, West Virginia, please welcome the inebriated cast of Section 304.
Ready? Is it rolling? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm always ready. Big fucking week for my Knicks. I'm not even going to say welcome into the show. I'm going to start this shit by saying monster week for the Knicks. That's why I'm drinking right now. That's why I went and got beer before this thing. Knicks got Kemba today. Huge. Thunder cut him. Another man's trash is the Knicks' treasure.
So the
Knicks get Kemba. Knicks got Deuce. That's a bigger reason to celebrate. West Virginia comes to the Garden. You motherfuckers, it's not too late to jump on.
Welcome to the Jimmy Dolan podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Because the train is rolling out of Times Square, and before it picks up too much speed and so many fucking bandwagon people want to jump it, y'all better get on, and you can claim you jumped on because of Deuce. You've got the perfect opportunity now.
I'll say I'll jump on because of Deuce. The bad part is I'm also a Laker fan.
Well, you're gross because they're running the NBA. Victor Oladipo goes there for league minimum. NBA is over. But now that I'm past my Knicks shit, I know what Crum wants to talk about.
So well, hold on. I mean, we might as well give our thoughts on Deuce. Would you all?
I think it was a bad decision. I think. I mean, the kid. Here's the thing. They've got so many people in their ear. They're being told this. They're being told that. You know, all those mock drafts were coming in saying he was going between 14 and 21, and the past month, 2 of those drafts had him going either 19 or 21 to the Knicks.
He's probably going to be a millionaire.
Probably. I mean, he probably is.
Obviously, the Knicks liked him. They traded up in the second round to get him.
Well, no, they traded back in the first, got some other picks. You know, you want to look at it as a numbers thing, and like he wasn't taken when he was supposed to be. But if you're running an NBA franchise or any franchise for that matter, and that's your guy, and he's going to be on the board, and you can make a trade and trade back and collect some chips for him, and he's still going to be there, why not do it? Smart business.
It is smart business. It just sucks. It sucks as a Mountaineer fan. You know, you're thinking he left because he was being told that he was going to be a first round pick, or the likelihood was good that he was going to be a first round pick. That's why he left. Because if someone would have came out and probably told him, you're going in the second round,
36 pick.
Wouldn't that be more like, buddy, you're going to be a borderline first round, second round pick no matter what you do. You might as well come out now. There's nothing you can do to improve your stock.
I don't think that's true.
What can you do to improve his stock?
Come back and have a repeat of what he did.
He shot like 40% from 3, plays good D. I don't know. I mean, unless you have a lesser field next year in the draft, I don't know that that's...
There are a lot of guards this year, too.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, in our league alone, there were 3 guards higher than him. Mm-hmm. The 2 from Baylor and Cade Cunningham.
Right.
You know, so that kind of...
Davion Mitchell's going to be... I think Davion Mitchell's going to be a great point guard in the league.
You kind of... But that kind of overshadows, you know, the league. I mean, Deuce got his talk. Deuce put up his numbers. Deuce did what Deuce does.
Could he do more than what he did last year? Average about 18, 19 a game?
That's the question.
I don't know. Maybe
he comes back and blows his knee.
Well, maybe.
He did have a serious injury in high school, too.
Maybe he comes back and runs at a 2 and looks a lot better.
A lot of maybes.
There are.
Candy and nuts.
You know,
fuck
here's
that.
the
I'm
thing.
going to go be a millionaire.
Here's the thing. Congratulations to the kid.
Yeah.
Get your money. Go do your thing. Do I think he's going to shake things up? I think, you know, with the moves being made right now by the Knicks, it looks like he's probably going to go to the G League.
Not necessarily.
For a little bit.
He could play at the 2 guard. The Knicks as it is are looking at you're looking at Kemba to start at guard. at point. You got D Rose coming off the bench. Quickly is still obviously a factor. As he had a really good rookie year. Deuce could slide over and play the 2. They drafted Deuce and Grimes, which is awkward, but man, I don't know. The Knicks have carried a lot of guards before, and they tend to go that way. I'm not certain on what Thibodeau's stance is on that, but last year they had 4 or 5 point guards. They had Elfrid Payton,
Right.
Derrick Rose, Emmanuel Quickley, Frankie Ntilikina, and they carry a lot of guards. I think he's all right. I think the point guard who's in trouble in this great state of New York is Javon Carter with the Nets signing Patty Mills.
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
To that, because you get Kyrie and Patty, I don't know that he's going to get PT over that, but
Probably not. I mean,
It is what it
he
is.
is what he is, though. He's a
He's
guy
going
you
to be
bring off the bench. He's never going to be a starter.
well, but here's the thing with Javon: he's never going to stay with a team for a long time. He
No.
will be a journeyman in the league.
yeah.
And you know what? There are a lot of guys that make a very long career out of being a journeyman.
this beer tastes so much better now that Kemba's a Knick, though. Fuck you guys. I can't wait till the Knicks are in the finals and you guys are trying to get on board.
I'm documented on here.
Well, whatever. Now, that's enough of that NBA talk. I don't want to talk anymore about it. The Lakers are fucking everything up.
Not surprising.
Getting all these guys to come for League Mini, I don't think it's going to work out anyway for them in the Western Conference. They're
What are those
paying
guys doing?
Paying all these guys
Yeah,
to
I'm
get
with
beat
you.
by Steph.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Let's get right to a conference realignment, baby. Texas, Oklahoma say, fuck you. We're going to go where we want to go and shake this shit up. Tree's been shook. Apples are falling everywhere. We got to hope we fall to the ACC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I
where
think
would
we
you
can
wanna
put a
go?
wrap on the.
Where would you want to go? Because a lot of people I've read
I've said for years ACC.
but I've read
A
on
lot of people
message
saying
boards
Big
and
Ten.
things. Nah, I've not read that. I've read
Oh.
the ACC and SEC are both going to offer, and they both want West Virginia,
I don't believe
and they're
it.
going to have their
I
pick.
do.
The SEC.
I don't know, man.
Because the
I don't wanna
SEC is
go
trying
to
to
the
get
SEC.
north. Too.
SEC's trying to go to 20.
Right.
They're at 16 now, so you add Clemson and Tech, and then you add West Virginia and Oak State. There's your 20.
And and what they're thinking of is market numbers. You start going north, you start doing this, and you start pulling in not all your powerhouse schools, because not of them are going to be willing to say, see ya.
I mean, who knows though? You throw enough money at anybody, apparently.
Well, supposedly
whole-
Clemson came out and said that they had not
Yeah, I don't.
contacted the
that was bullshit.
ACC
This
or
whole
the
thing
SEC.
this whole thing reeks of
It's ESPN. Did you all
Doom.
watch the link I sent you all?
Yeah.
I mean,
this whole
that
thing
is.
reeks of doom for lower division schools.
Well, what this is coming down to, this is really the conference is finally saying we're taking control from the NCAA. We're getting rid of you as a governing body. You can be the oversight committee, but you will no longer run this show. And I think that's what you're seeing with the SEC, and they're doing the power grab early. The thing is, these other conferences, the ACC, the Big Ten, need to jump on and start doing something.
Well, the ACC is obviously waiting to get told no by Notre Dame.
Well, I guess
They
Notre
haven't
Dame already
already-
told them no, supposedly.
Yeah.
Fuck Notre Dame.
Well, yeah.
Notre Dame ought to be
obviously.
sent out to fucking pasture anyway. Who gives a fuck if they're in
NBC
anyone's
cares, and that's all that
Well,
matters.
good. NBC, nobody watches that shit until they show the Olympics anyway. So
Well,
fuck
nobody watches
NBC.
the Olympics. either.
NBC hadn't been shit since Seinfeld was on, so who gives a fuck about NBC? Let NBC keep wasting that money on Saturday 3:30 Notre Dame games that nobody wants to watch.
Any
Yeah.
conference would beg Notre Dame to join right now.
I don't know why. I don't get it. I mean, I'd
'Cause
like
of
to.
TV,
Just because
man.
of money.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you look. The ACC adds 2 teams. They can re-up and talk about their television rights and get paid more money, but they have to expand. TV rights are TV rights. As it is, everything's going to go streaming anyway. So TV doesn't mean
yeah,
shit.
I saw Notre Dame's first game against Toledo is going to be streaming.
On
Did
what?
you all see that on Peacock?
On Peacock.
So they're just going to give Notre Dame a channel on Peacock.
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Good for Notre Dame.
Which,
No-
hey, that's not bad for us.
No,
though.
but you know what also needs to happen though, because this does reek. I agree with Crum of ESPN doing this too.
all ESPN.
What they need to do is people like Hulu, Amazon, and these guys power up and start going after conferences to try to take them from
But
from
ESPN,
ESPN.
you've gotten ESPN was ahead of the game, locked it down with ESPN Plus, and they've got the Big 12 to sign a deal. The ACC,
Well, yeah, but the
deal.
Big
They
12
own the SEC. Big 12, Pac-12 is talking about a push to get together. Nobody wants to see that. It'd be one of the
Especially-
worst fucking conferences. That's basically the MAC.
I don't think they're going to combine conferences. They're going to do
schedule
scheduling.
shit. Nobody
Hey,
wants
that's not
going to
gonna
happen.
happen.
Why would you
who-
want to fly West Coast if you're us?
Who wants to be the one to call Hugs and say, hey, your closest away game's still going to be Iowa State because now we're going to Eugene.
It's fucking retarded, dude. The whole thing's ridiculous. I think we land in the ACC. There's
I
just
think we
too
do
much
too.
of line for us to land there.
It's up to them though. That's
Why would they turn us down? You get a perennial top 15,
Why would they-
top 10
why would they add us?
basketball team. You get a football team that's consistently inside the top 40.
You want to know
And
why
you
they
have
would add
fans
us?
that travel.
Money. And it's
Think about-
we travel.
Think about
Okay.
attendance.
Think
Pitt-
about if
Pitt
you would
games go-
Think
Pitt-
if you would just re-up the rivalries of Tech, Syracuse, Pitt,
Louisville.
Louisville.
I'm in agreement with you. I don't think it has anything to do with how good you are, how many fans you take to a bowl game, all the stuff that we're really good at. However, that being said, exactly what you said, where they need content, you have rivalries with West Virginia, Cuse, obviously Tech, kind of Louisville. You have history with Miami.
History with Clemson.
Well, 2 bowl games.
But I'm just saying, it's not like it hasn't been.
No,
There's-
I mean,
dude.
but you don't have to sell those games.
No.
You don't have to.
If you're Pitt,
The ACC needs a little bit of juice.
if you're Pitt, you're begging for them to bring the Mountaineers in right now
Yes.
because Pitt is handing out tickets for Pepsi cans.
Yeah, but TV wise, I mean, you put that on your streaming package. Everyone in West Virginia will buy that streaming package. If you
Everyone-
make Pitt WVU exclusively on ESPN, ACC, whatever the hell they're going to call it, everyone in West Virginia would buy it. Every Mountaineer fan would.
I don't
across the
disagree.
country.
I think every Mountaineer fan has ESPN Plus
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now
No, you're
because
right, you're
a lot
right.
of our dog games are on that.
And that's what it comes down to now.
And then if you go to that, the Big 12 split shit with Fox Sports, if I remember correctly. So if you go to the ACC, it's all one hall with ESPN, which it's all in one area. You don't have to get 2 or 3 streaming services. But I think the ACC is where we land. I think Lions' past dealings with the ACC. Clements is at Clemson now, and then you have Virginia Tech's president is a Mountaineer grad. I think it all lines out pretty well.
Well, and Whit Babcock is the AD down at Virginia Tech, and he was connected with. I went to church with him when I was in school up at Chestnut.
Name drop.
Yeah. Didn't say I knew him. I just said I went to church with him. And
How fucking
and-
badass would it be to secure tickets to Cameron Indoor on a Saturday and drive down and just fucking roast that place? Hugs and the boys fucking. What's that place hold? 800 people?
something like
It's
that.
like
7.
eight between 8,000 and 9,000. Been down there a couple times. It's pretty small. You'd be surprised.
I thought it was
not
just
big.
under 8. I thought it was
I'm
like
not sure.
7,
It's not
7,
big.
8.
Huh?
It's not big. I want that.
It's-
I want Duke.
You want to
up
go down
here.
there and play?
I want Duke up here with John Shire, and I want to buy a seat right behind their bench. I want Carolina up here. That's what I want. ACC is where we got to go. SEC is your second landing spot. Where I don't want to be is in the Big fucking 10.
Well, I can say this, and I've said it over and over. I have full confidence in Shane Lyons. One, Shane's name came up for that Missouri job, and he came out real quick and said that he is not going anywhere. He has no desire to go anywhere. This is. I think Shane's taken pride in what he's helped build here at West Virginia with facilities.
He caught fire with what Ollie had started to build, but he's carried it on.
Well,
Yeah,
right.
he's doing a good job.
Nicely.
Ollie
with
built the
one
fire,
hiccup.
but he's thrown gas on it.
He's had one hiccup that has
Who?
come along the way.
Hiring.
Lions, with firing our defensive coordinator
Yeah.
last year.
That
but
wasn't
we-
up to him, buddy.
That was Gee.
Yeah, that wasn't up to him.
I can tell you that the people that I know said that Brown and Lyons were told from Gee that he's got to go.
Maybe it's time Gee retire. His bow ties and himself.
Well, wait a second.
He's got a
Because
lot
Gee's
of
got
connections too.
he's got a lot of connections. So let's get us in the ACC, and then let's get rid of him. I have a feeling. I mean, not just gut feeling. I feel like we're going to be fine.
To the ACC.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
You know what though? I came to the realization last night. I don't care anymore. I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
College football is a joke now to me.
I
will always love the Mountaineers.
You're going to have your season tickets.
I will. Yeah, I'm going to the games. I'll root for the Mountaineers. I don't care if we're playing
He'll be in
Temple
the
or
blue
Texas. I'll be in the blue lot. I'll be with you two.
Generally, he's in the center of the field. If you're walking in from the hospital, it's split right down the middle. He's there. He
Directly behind the scoreboard.
He loves Bud Light. He'll do a little tequila with you every now and again. And if you see him, just holler, "Yo, Crumb," and then throw him a beer, and he'll chug it right in your face.
But I don't care anymore. I mean,
no, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
There's
anymore.
there's no reason to sit and dwell on it because you can't do shit about it.
Well,
That's like when y'all sent me. I was like, "Well, what are you sending me this for? I don't give a fuck." And I think Yost was like, "What do you mean you don't give a fuck? What am I gonna do about it?"
Yeah, I get that.
Am I gonna get on the horn and call fucking, the ACC president? Hey, man, I was just calling to let you know we really, really like to be in your conference.
Well,
please, please let us in.
I just sent it because it, and it's. This was
something
inevitable.
To look at.
Well, and this collapse was inevitable. It was coming. Texas
it's coming
and,
for all of college football.
Right.
I'm telling you right now.
Well, yeah, but Texas and Oklahoma have been trying to get out. They've been trying to do
Texas.
stuff. Well, right.
Texas is irrelevant anyway.
It's not Texas' fault, boys. It's
it's not.
It's
It's
ESPN's
ESPN.
fault.
It's not Texas.
They lost
fault,
their
but
ass on that Longhorn network, and this is their way to try to recoup some of that.
Well, did you all get to see what Texas Tech put out?
I haven't paid attention.
Their quote, their statement pretty much said, to Texas, sorry you weren't. So I guess you got tired of being irrelevant in the Big 12.
It's funny you mentioned that, Yost, because I found our reaction to all this very interesting. It makes me feel like we knew about it because all the Texas schools came out and immediately started attacking Texas, taking pot shots. I'm sure you guys saw the lady in the state legislature, the TCU alum, that basically said, you guys can't beat TCU. Now you want to go get beat by Alabama. We didn't say shit for a week. Nothing.
Here's the thing.
And we have hardly said anything.
Well, I've said that, and I've said that over and over, that I guarantee you that Lyons has a pretty good relationship with either Oklahoma's AD or Texas AD or somebody, someone at Bama that knew that this was going on and called him and said, hey, just a heads up, because we were. And when they asked Shane, he just was like, you know what? It is what it is. We're going to figure it out. I'm more focused and concerned on West Virginia. I'm not worried about what they're doing.
Why worry about it anyway? Because here's the thing. Texas and Oklahoma got whatever they wanted whenever they wanted it from the Big 12.
Right.
You're leaving a conference that would bend over backwards. They give you your own TV networks. They give you your own streaming rights. They give you your own deals. They do whatever you want, you got. Okay, now you're going to leave and you're going to go play second, third fiddle to Bama, LSU, and Georgia.
Because they're going to make $30 to $40 million more a year.
That's fine.
That's
So choice. I don't give a fuck. It's smart business.
It is smart business.
I don't give a fuck. They leave. They go.
You know what though? But you say that. I mean, I don't disagree with you guys. But look at Arkansas. Arkansas traditionally, if you go back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, they were like a powerhouse. What have they done in 30 years in the SEC?
Nothing.
They had McFadden.
Went to one Sugar Bowl.
They did have McFadden.
They had McFadden.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't done anything.
Missouri,
South Carolina?
Missouri hasn't done anything since entering the
Missouri
SEC.
was...
Well, but Missouri jumped with
won
A&M.
A national title. They were in the Cotton Bowl all the time. They had big games with Texas, and they're irrelevant now.
I bet you that Texas and Oklahoma, or Oklahoma State still play. Texas and Texas Tech will probably still play.
No way.
They'll keep all
Texas
that.
won't play.
I don't buy into.
How about A&M though?
Well,
hey, you notice how
no
real
one
quick,
told them shit.
You notice
Yeah,
how
that
real
guy
quick
was sour.
they came out blasting it.
Right.
They were very,
Then a
very
week
sour
into
about
it, he was like, "Well, we'll just we'll do what we need to do."
You guys have been here for about 5 minutes. Go sit down.
It is what it is, man. You can't stop it. At the end of the day, we all know where this is going.
4 super conferences.
4 or 5 super conferences.
I don't know.
Marshall fans, I hate to tell you,
You're done.
Enjoy that.
Done a long time
enjoy that
ago.
national championship you got in soccer, because your AAC, y'all motherfuckers are getting dumped behind. Y'all are gonna be playing state in about 3 fucking years.
UC.
Hey,
Johnny-
don't knock
No,
the Yellow
Johnny,
Jackets.
No, but Johnny P gonna take
Johnny
down
Pins,
Marshall.
Johnny Pins will take down Marshall when Huff and the company come to Institute, because they're not gonna know what to do. So all it's gonna do, it's gonna hurt lower level schools.
Right.
It's gonna kill the
Yeah.
Ohios. It's gonna kill the MAC. It's gonna kill the AACs, your Memphises and shit like that. People are gonna be scrounging to get into a conference, and
Right.
it's
It's
just
going
not
to come
gonna
down
happen.
to the haves and have-nots.
Mike Leach might get his wish. Fucking 64 team playoff for football. That's what Leach wants. I think it's going to set up like the NFL.
Yeah, you're going to divide up into divisions, and the playoffs are going to play out that way.
I'm not watching that shit.
Yeah, you
I'm
will.
sorry.
you will.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, you
I'll
will.
watch
Oh,
the
you're going
Mountaineers.
to turn your tickets in? You're not gonna
No,
go
no,
to the
no.
bowl
I mean,
game?
I'm telling you, I'll watch the Mountaineers, but I'm not just going to.
Who's sitting around waiting for Thursday night football now?
Well,
College football has
waiting
been
for the NFL.
College football has been dog shit for about the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
It's not been a great product.
It's
No.
only getting worse.
Watered down. It's not great. It's just
But you going to watch it because it's foosball.
it is. I don't watch the NFL a bunch anymore.
No, I'm talking about college.
Oh, I watch the
don't.
Giants.
The only reason I watch the NFL is because of fantasy.
You play
football.
fantasy football.
Yeah.
Quit. Give up fantasy football.
I do
No.
because of fantasy
You can
football
golf.
because of
You can
gambling.
golf in the fall.
I can golf on Saturdays in the fall.
Nah, you want to play on Saturdays and Sundays.
All
You
right.
can't golf on Saturdays in the fall, motherfucker. College football's on. The Mountaineers play just about every Saturday. So you're a liar.
No, I mean not in
Apologize. You
Morgantown.
lied. You lied. But you're going to watch
What
it
if
on
we
TV?
play 3:30? I can play golf at 9 and be home in time.
No, you wouldn't. No.
It's going to take me.
Played around at Sugarwood last week. Got down there. Guy let us pay, and then told us there's a 45-minute wait on the tee.
Oh my gosh!
Lost
Whoa.
my fucking cool.
What'd
He
say
told
to
you
him?
after you paid?
Yeah, let us pay. And he said, hey, by the way, 45-minute wait down there on the first tee.
Yeah, I'd say
Did you have a tea time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
10:30.
that's not
Didn't go
cool.
off till 11:45. Very upset. My whole day shot. Man, I was smashing my driver, though. Straight, too.
You've been hitting it well.
Down the pipe. Just, I mean.
Been hitting it well. I'll give you that. You need to work on your irons a little bit. I
I
need to work
can hit
on my
long
irons.
irons. I can't hit pitching wedge. 110 and then I'm a fucking.
That's the money zone, dude.
Yeah, I know it. That's why I'm not making no money, motherfucker. 110 and then I'm a nightmare. 110 and then I look like someone who may be absolutely unaware of how golf is supposed to be played. I'm either scalding it or I'm punching it over. There's a lot of different ways I could word that, but I want to be correct with what I say, not offend anybody. So I'm just going to say 110 and in, look like I shouldn't have a club in my hand. Driver, long iron, shit like that. I'll get you where you need to be. That's why I'm playing scrambles from now on.
I
Best
just
Best ball
back
scramble.
to college football though.
You hate it.
I hate it now. Hate it.
You
I'm
know,
sorry.
you know-
Oklahoma should be playing Texas, which they are. They should be playing Oklahoma State. We'll see what happens with that.
You know how I know college football and sports in general is dying?
Sports is bad right now.
Have you talked to Bailey in a while?
No,
Doesn't watch any of it.
he's done.
Texted me the other night, asked me when Team USA played.
Oh man.
I said, come again? Hasn't reported to me on the Reds in days. Told me Votto was on a 7-game home run
What's
streak.
he been doing?
A lot of calisthenics.
Trimming down. He looks good.
Yeah, well, that's debatable.
I need to get on that. Need to get on that program.
It's debatable. He looks good. I mean, he looks
Cocaine
better
diet?
than he did. No, he's not
No,
doing any of
no.
that. There's
Wings?
no white powders. He still eats what he wants. He just walks a bunch.
Walks. Well, that's
But
one
sports
way
is
to do.
bad, dude. I mean, it's just it's a bad
The
time.
NBA
They've-
finals weren't that great. The game 6 was pretty good, but the ratings
Well,
for that
fuck.
were bad.
Chris Paul's
Here we go.
natural born motherfucking loser. Never going to win one. Never.
Had his chance.
He had his chance
Had
this
his
year.
chance.
One of the best fucking teams around when they played us in Cleveland, and he let Mike Gansey school his ass out. I loved every minute of it. Don't get me wrong, Chris Paul. That's the start of your losing ways.
Mike
Then-
Gansey said, "Let me show you how to beat you."
Then you go to the NBA. You got fucking Lob City, whatever that bullshit is. You and Blake Griffin and fucking DeAndre, whatever is nuts. The big fucking center, DeAndre Jordan. You guys are fucking tearing it up with the Clippers. You've blown more 2-0 leads in the playoffs than any other goddamn human in the NBA. And they just gave you 4 years and 120 mil, 140 mil.
It worked. I mean, not a bad move by them though. They're in the finals.
Awful move by them.
When have they been in
He's
the finals?
gonna be fucking 40, making $30 million a year.
I mean, you might,
awful move by them.
but you got him in the finals year one.
The only dumber move could be for the Clippers to give Kawhi Supermax, and then he's going to sit out next year because guess what? He waited a long time to have that fucking knee repaired. Kawhi is an absolute creep, too. Weirdo. I'm glad he's not a Knick. I'm so happy the Knicks didn't get Kyrie.
Who are the Knicks going to add?
They've added it, Crumb. Evan
You
Fournier.
need one more.
They added Evan Fournier. They signed Nerlens Noel back. They got Burks back. They got.
I need superstars. You
no,
know how
you
the
don't.
league
Well,
runs.
okay, go be a Lakers fan then. What do you want me to do?
You need one superstar. You need one guy. They don't have that.
They do.
Who?
Barrett and Randall.
Yeah, I was going to say they got Barrett.
Complementary players. Wouldn't say R.J. Barrett's there yet. I'm talking about a Damian Lillard.
Got to give up too much.
Well,
Too much. He's too old.
you can have your team full of role players and win a playoff series and celebrate that. You're not winning a championship without.
We'll find out.
Okay.
We'll find out.
But back to the Mountaineers.
You
Come
have.
on.
They'll be fine.
Okay. We'll see. I mean, when's fall camp start?
Fall camp should next week.
Interesting. Not a whole lot of talk about actual football.
You
So-
want a beer?
No.
So here's another reason why I think we're going to the ACC. Did you? I guess
He talked to
Brown.
Dabo.
Yeah, I called.
Didn't Nico go on three guys?
Nico
and pretty
went on-
much.
Yeah,
Said-
and slipped up, whatever.
Said Neil and the coaches have told him they're not going to be in this conference when he comes.
Okay.
Oops. Tone ignored it.
There's no sales pitch there.
Tone was full
A
professional. with it.
recruiter has never oversold or
Tony-
stretched the truth.
Tony let him talk, and then just kind of.
Carried over it. Tony knows.
Tony, you think Tony knows?
Tony
Oh.
fucking knows.
I
Tony's
think
in-
Tony knows too.
Ton-
I'm on the same page with you all. I think
Tony's
we're
in
going
those
to the ACC.
meetings.
You guys going to Maryland?
No.
No, I'm not.
No.
Are you going?
I don't think so. There's a party wagon rolling up. I'm not into it though. I hate Bird Stadium. It's a shithole.
It is a
It's a
shithole.
I'm gonna go to an open bar party that day. It's gonna be fucking tits. It's down at well, I don't think my buddy wants to be
At
putting
Dunlap's.
No,
everyone
I don't think my buddy
Everyone
wants
go
to
to Dunlap's.
I don't think my
for,
buddy wants me putting his wedding party out with his location on that day, but I'm gonna go to a open bar situation that day, or I'll be in Columbus, one of the two. If I'm in Columbus, you'll find me at Gresso's, throwing them back.
Hopefully, I'll be moved by then. It's not
Nobody
looking
cares.
good.
Nobody cares about your move.
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, I do.
Look,
Haven't you already started moving your shit? Your house is
Yeah.
basically fucking deserted.
Yeah.
Are you still living here?
No,
Are you in the new house?
not yet.
Where are you staying?
Posting up at the parents.
So sad. How old are you?
why do you have to think about that?
Exactly. Too
What?
old.
Why do you have to think about that?
Because
You
he
see-
knows he's
he's like,
40.
Because
Wait,
I
when's your
know.
40th?
February.
oh, we're
February
having
what?
February 2nd.
So
I
we
think there's
got
a basketball game that night.
have a big
Where,
road
what
trip.
are we renting out? Where's it at? Basketball game
I
at
think
home?
there's a game in the Coliseum. It's on like a Wednesday.
We'll all take a long
Maybe
week.
we'll do a Super Bowl or something. I don't know.
No, we won't do a Super Bowl. Get out of my face.
Well, I mean,
I'll
that's
take
my
fucking
birthday
time.
falls around the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'll take time off. That's what I'll do.
Take
Then
time.
we'll just go up and we'll go to the fucking Collie and we'll spend the fucking Thursday, Friday, Saturday in Morgantown. Titty clubs abound.
Make it rain.
Gibbies,
Make it rain, Crumb.
fucking jeans. We'll just do the tour. Fishbowl.
A
do it like-
4-day tour of Morgantown.
Then a little.
Can't you do it anymore?
No.
Old fuck.
Nope.
Hey, it's okay.
You just came off the shoe down. How'd that go?
Couldn't make a putt. Could
Embarrassing.
not make a putt.
But you still won it, didn't you?
No.
No, we tied for third.
I
We
can-
made a hard charge on the back nine.
How
Had
you
like 5. I ran out of gas on the back nine. I was
too drunk? Couple too many? I'm going to tell you right now.
the weekend wore me down.
I don't play golf drinking anymore. And I played 2 weeks ago. And I was drinking. And I got to the back nine. I was a bit tipped. game goes. It
over. Does.
If you get tipped and you go to the back,
you're
lose
not
focus. Making a charge. I lose focus. I get too loose. I'm not concentrating. I'm talking shit, and I start swinging too fucking hard. I'm topping everything, and I'm yelling. I'm busting fucking clubs into the ground. I'm leaving divots like a fucking Caddyshack.
Like Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, it's just very unprofessional the way I become.
I got to shift gears back to the Mountaineers.
Let's go.
Recruiting.
We're dominating.
Still going very well.
Number 22.
Just got another 3-star receiver, Kevin Thompson.
3?
His name.
He's 4.
I've heard he's a 4-star.
Rivals has him as 3. Others have him as 4.
Then we have another guy who's supposed to be committing soon too, right?
Yeah. And then
his AC went out the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah, his AC went out, said he'd save that shit for another day. Real life problems.
Whether we're going to the ACC or not, Neil is selling very well.
And you didn't like Neil.
Yeah.
Oh, look
he
at
is
all
closing.
Look at all his family videos. Look at all his cookouts.
Cookouts of playing games. And
look at how his cookouts is closing.
He's a closer.
Meals, cashing checks, snapping necks, but none of this shit means anything until they step on the field. Sign that paperwork, step on that field, score that first touchdown.
Or throw that first touchdown.
You going to tear it up for that Long Island game?
No.
Why?
Wait, it's
a 5 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, man, I'll be there for a while.
You got to tear it up.
We'll have a good time.
We didn't tailgate all year last year.
I'm going to get
super fucked up. Diddy got yelled at for playing music.
Yeah, well, no, I didn't get. I was with a group of people that got yelled at for playing music. I wasn't drinking that day either. I had my nephew with me, but my nephew decided he didn't want to go to games this year. I'm going to get super fucked up for Long Island.
Yeah, Trailer Park Barry or Trailer Trash Barry.
He's now got a house. It's on stilts, but he's not in a trailer no more. So can't call him that.
He said that you've already caught him about his extra tickets.
I did, and then the little motherfucker told me the other day he didn't want to go. He wants to go to maybe one game. He's playing midget league football again, so he wants to go to maybe one game, if that. I'm sure it'll be like Tech or Texas or something like that.
Tech's sold out.
Yeah,
I know, but we have we got some extras in the section. You know how we do it, baby.
You know
how we do it. 97.
You can get a ticket anytime you want, bro.
You know how we do it. 97. We just buy them all up so people don't turn us in for our fucking actions.
Probably a good move.
It's not bad. Our section likes us though.
Don't turn him in when Diddy's pouring out 30-some beers out of a Coke.
Yeah, dude, that was legendary. that Oklahoma night when I pulled like 15 beers and was throwing them to the crowd.
Didn't you have a High Life bottle with you
too? I had a champagne bottle in my fucking pockets too. I pulled that champagne bottle out at the end of the evening and I said, well, I guess we'll crack it and share it to another year.
Always next year. We didn't get it done that night. That's for sure.
We were sitting around talking about it at work. How awesome would it be though, with Oklahoma leaving, Texas leaving, if they would just lose every game in the Big 12 this year?
I think it'd be funny if all the Big 12 schools got together and refused to play them.
There's been speculation that they
nope.
That's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen, but
be hilarious though.
But here's the speculation. So my mom and dad and friends of theirs,
contractually you cannot not play them, and contractually Oklahoma is
if we've learned anything from
contracts don't matter.
Conference expansion contracts don't mean a hill of beans.
Contractually, Texas is coming to our place around Thanksgiving, and I prefer not
11/20.
I prefer not to have my bird day fucked up. I do a little thing called bourbons and birds, and we get a lot of bourbon and we deep fry bird. I prefer for Texas to show.
Wait, we deep frying a bird over in the Blue Lot?
Dude, we've done that for the last 2 years.
I don't remember.
Annual bird. Well, you weren't. I mean, you were told about it, but I don't know if you showed up.
No, I showed up, but I think by the one time I showed up, the birds were gone.
We don't do it in the Blue Lot. We do it at Cooper's on Friday before the game. We drink a lot of bourbon on Friday night, and we deep fry bird. And that's how we bounce in Blue Lot or in the Coliseum parking lot at the camper. You guys have been told about it. Crumb never comes up.
I've seen the deep fryer in the lot before. I think at that Oklahoma game he had it.
Yeah, he brings the deep fryer, but that's not bourbons and birds. Bourbons and birds is fucking private invitation. Ooh. Yeah. You've been
Private
invited, dude.
invitation.
We had some Bookers. We had some Jefferson's Ocean. We had some.
That Jefferson Ocean pretty damn good.
We
Butcher's
had
pretty
some,
good. Butcher's hot.
What's the fucking pig? Whistling Pig.
Whistle Pig?
Yeah, we had a bunch of shit up there that first year we did it, dude. It was solid. It's a good time. We did it again last year. Last year we didn't go as heavy with the high class, or the year, not last year, year before. We didn't go as high class with the bourbons, but we still got a fat bird.
Man, I just got a text that said that from WVU standpoint, it's been said that we have no interest and are not talking with the AAC. Because
why would we even put that out? Like,
If we were to join the AAC, my season tickets would be going back.
just tear down both upper decks and
Yeah, because nobody's
like Marshall
interested.
Stadium.
Nobody's interested in watching us play fucking Memphis.
right,
I'm not.
Now,
I'd still go, but
we'll be able to buy them on StubHub for $5.
you know what though? We say that though, and we thought Pitt or not Pitt, but Tech, BC, and Miami leaving was the end of the world. Best thing that ever happened to us, right?
was it?
Was it?
Yeah, 3 BCS bowls. You think we
Well-
pull that off without those 3 leaving?
Maybe.
Go look at our record
Fuck
against
Miami.
Miami and Tech in the Big East. That's not happening.
First off, Rapist cheated and
Well-
pushed off Pac-Man coming across the middle to make that catch where Brock Berlin's nasty ass beat us.
Time out. Before you go any further, how about Pac-Man fighting in a Rough and Rowdy?
August 27th in Charleston.
In
I'm
Charleston.
Gonna be there.
On
Lock it
pay-per-view.
down. Lock it down. Portnoy's going to be in town. Charleston Civic Center.
Need to get him to go to Larobe's.
Ah,
That's true.
pizza review.
Yeah, then that would be a must.
I'll tell him I'll film it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Don't bring Spider. Bring me. I'll be your new guy.
Frankie
Frankie retired. Frankie got married.
got married.
Frankie got married, moved on to bigger things. He's doing content. He's also Portnoy's playing Kepka here soon in the Champ versus Chump. Kepka's got to play left-handed. I think that's this Saturday, actually. Or
That
no,
was next Saturday.
Is that on? Are
it's
they?
next Saturday. I
Is
don't
that
know.
pay-per-view or what? What?
I don't know, but you guys know if that's pay-per-view.
Thought it was
I've got ways.
say Uncle TV.
All right. Well, no break on this show. We'll just go. I mean,
Yeah, who needs a fucking
yeah.
break?
Who needs a fucking
You want
break?
a
Who
beer
needs
guy?
sponsors?
You want
Who
a beer
needs any
guy?
of that?
You
No,
want a beer
I
guy?
can't.
You want a
I'm
beer
gonna
guy?
go
Come
home.
on. You want a
Or
beer
go
guy?
back.
Go home.
Moving in the basement. Be like Wayne's World.
You living on a couch now? You got a real bed?
No, I got a real bed.
You and the wife ain't sharing a couch in the basement.
No, a Davenport.
No boom boom room at the parents' house, though.
That's what the shower's for.
Oh gosh.
Oh man,
You too.
You imagine Wild Bill walks in. Oh man.
Just, I'm about to hit stop right now.
Well, there's got to be some edit points anywhere anyway.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
there's
gotta
couple-
clean this one
yeah,
up a
we
little
can
bit.
Fucking
You came in hot today,
it just rolled.
trying to get us canceled.
Yeah, well, get myself canceled.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
God damn. Well, what the fuck I'm thinking? Too much Call of Duty. People hollering that shit at me after they fucking assassinate me.
The best part is it was said, and we all were like, "Oh,
Yeah, I got a quick glance over from both. And then you just gotta keep,
You can't say that anymore.
yeah, keep powering through.
Oh,
It's a
man.
fucking nightmare.
This nightmare of college football.
That being said, it's almost time for us to start getting back on a
You're a month
consistent
away.
basis.
You're a month away from kickoff in Maryland. If you're going to Maryland, drink fucking 5 for me. I'm going to drink 7 for you down here because I will not go to that stadium.
It's an awful stadium. I don't.
The seats are fucking
Well,
straight up and down.
How many
It's the
times y'all
worst.
been there?
Once. So I had to
I
go.
was gonna say once.
Your brother was with me. We left at halftime. We were getting fucking piped.
By Scotty McBride.
We were getting bent over. We were down like 49 Rock at half. We left, got lost on the way home. We stopped and bought a 12er of St. Pauli Girl.
Ooh,
I think
St.
my
Pauli
back
girl.
got broken that night. I passed out on the couch. Your brother and Scotty and Chris and Tony all went downtown. And then
Were
they
you
all
there when they
piled
were
on me.
tailgating with Beetlejuice?
No, I didn't
No.
make that trip.
I've been twice. I went in '97, and then I went to the game where Lambert hit the walk-off. That was
So-
a great game.
The game you're talking about, though, or you?
We still
Which
had
one was
Q,
Scotty
I think.
That would have been like
We still had Q when we were getting beat down. It was
03.
Q
Then we played him in the Gator Bowl.
yeah,
and
Q
we
and
got crushed.
Rashid. Yeah, we got beat twice by them that year.
They had our number. No doubt about
They
it.
did have our number.
We've won what, though? Like 10 out of the last 11 against them?
Yeah, is it a home and home?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know how our schedule works now.
Well, because I couldn't remember because I was trying to think if we picked them up and filled a void that we out of a contract. Because weren't we supposed to play Florida State this year?
No, we were supposed to open with them last year. But that was the Chick-fil-A game.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
And then I know we played
Or
Tech
Michigan State. We were supposed to play Michigan
Yeah,
State
that
and
went
had
to
to buy
shit
that out or
with,
get bought out or canceled
'cause
it or
that went to shit when we went to the Big 12.
right.
Then we were supposed to play Florida State back then too.
Yeah.
That never happened. I know we play Pitt and VT next year,
Yeah.
which
Well,
will be awesome.
hopefully we play them
I
next
mean,
year
if,
as a conference
if,
game.
What does that do to our schedule though if we go to the ACC? It's going to be wild.
It will be wild because we'll have to fill later dates. We'll have to
Pitt
fill
and-
Big 12 games.
No, I mean
Because-
you will have your conference schedule, but our next two out of conference games are
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We'll have to now. It would be flip flopped because now you'd have to fill the Big 12 games.
well, they would just be conference games. You would have to
Right.
find 2 out of conference games, which who knows?
Wouldn't be hard to do.
Now I know someone who would probably play us, itching to play us.
Marshall.
Yep, but we'll see.
Hard pass. Does you no good? I got water all over me. Does you no good to play Marshall, dude? Get
It's a
the fuck outta here.
lose.
It's a win though. You're going to win the game more times than not.
More times than not, yes. But that one time when they finally would catch us on a down year, if they would beat us, we'd never hear the end of it.
We never hear the end of it anyway, though. They still haven't beat. They still talk
Lose,
shit
lose.
like the Chad Pennington team beat us.
I'll give you my ticket to take your daughter to that game.
Okay,
So I'm not going to that.
you're not checking that one out.
No, you and Joe Manchin can have fun. I'm not going to that. I'm not interested. I'd rather play fucking Long Island or the goddamn prison guards from South Central than to play Marshall. It's a fucking lose-lose, dude. There's no win in that. Because if they do snake you, then, you know, endless shit talk from their fans about how great they are. You couldn't beat us when you had Moss. Go away.
Yeah. Bye.
Go away.
I walked out of that stadium thinking we had taken the L.
Oh,
That's in Huntington.
We left, yeah.
the one in Huntington, I left and I got down to friends of mine. They're like, "Are you hearing this?" I said, "Hearing what?" I said, "I'm trying to get." I was in the academy at the time. I was like, because they let us out of the academy. I got down there, got the tailgate, hang out with my dad. Had the chief and the sheriff end up sitting in a row in front of me. I was like, "Oh, that's
Rutherford?
nice." Yeah, Mike and Johnny both. But then it was
They wearing Marshall shit or WVU shit?
WVU shit.
Attaboy. Good
And-
to know. I'll vote for you again if you run.
And then
But
it
I
was
think your
like,
terms are up.
yeah, his term's up. And then they were like, "Get in here. WVU's making a comeback." I said, "Shut up." And they were Marshall fans. And so I popped in and I thought, holy shit. My dad calls me and goes, "I just turned it on the radio. Did you hear what's going on?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Here comes the comeback."
Very rough.
It's got to be
three-quarters.
like the Pitt game for us. For them.
I was working that. Red Dawson was talking all
Was he?
kinds of shit down there on the
Oh, I
sideline.
forgot
we left.
Red
we
was
happened
there.
to be sitting by their student section and got out of there.
Kinds of shit.
When
I think
someone, I think Divine fumbled or something, but
there were some fights out in the common course areas.
yeah, well,
So there were some fisticuffs.
still beat them.
yeah.
But I don't know. Camp starts.
Camp starts.
Be
we'll
interesting
back,
to see
month away from kick.
who's
College
gonna be-
football's back. Crumb's not excited for it.
I'm
unless
not.
It's a Mountaineer game.
Nope.
I think most people feel the same way though.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I mean, there
I
used
think-
to be a nostalgia about college football. And I
done.
think,
Like you remember when like the Street and Smiths and like the Lindy's
Yeah.
and all that shit came out, like you would go to get it and you would like start looking at it, and like even the NFL shit. Now just nobody gives a fuck anymore.
the Athlons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of that might be because you can get a lot of shit online, but I think part of that too is just you know, man,
I hate to sound corny, but the fact that the only thing that matters now is money is kind of lame.
Well,
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
and,
I mean,
and conference realignment was going to happen. I mean, it was going to take off at some point. It just so happened to be that because of this name, image, likeness, that's what fueled this.
Well, that's another
I
thing.
disagree. I think this has been in the works for a year with Texas and Oklahoma.
I think it has been, but I think they saw the perfect opportunity to.
You guys going to the big NIL Fest on Saturday at Power Park?
No.
Don't blame you. You see what the cost of that is?
No.
Ridiculous.
For our kids to sign stuff for other kids.
Oh, was that the $60, $75 for
you
VIP?
You pay $60 if you want in. I think you get one thing signed, $75 if you want the VIP experience where you get to talk to them. Man, I'm sorry.
I'm good.
I'm just
I'm good.
not going to pay that to get a stack of cards that you've had cut at Walmart. And, you expect me to have those guys sign them. Good for those guys. Go get your cake.
Right.
Somebody's going to pay you that cake. Good for you, but I don't know, man. I don't know what they've sold on that thing. I don't know what it's looking like, but $60 and $75. I mean, you give me that in a power game and like an endless supply of beer on the power deck.
Who's making more money from that, though? It's the creep autograph guys.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Because I feel like the way that goes is those 5 kids have been promised a set amount, regardless of what set amount is, or regardless of how many people turn out. You're there for 3 hours, 4 hours.
Charging kids to get autographs.
Oh, they're charging. They're charging. There's
College kids.
There's some people in the world, too, that
Guys that are
charging.
probably not going to ever play in the NFL.
Well, they're basketball players.
Yeah.
but-
Guys that are definitely not going to play in the NBA.
I was going to
Yeah.
say they're definitely not going to play in the NFL.
Well,
Yeah,
but they're
but-
I didn't
but-
know it was the basketball
But
guys.
I think you'll see more. I think you'll see more adults there than you will see like middle school kids and stuff
Yeah, I
like that.
think
And it's
so,
a sad,
too.
sad world. But you do what you got to do, man. Good for those guys. Go get your money. But it's a cold day in hell before I pay $60 to come and have any of them cats autograph something for me. And
Yeah,
I
mean,
mean, that name, image, likeness thing, it's whatever. It's going to work out more for the attractive women in sports. That's the way it is. That's the way it's going to be. So
'cause
good
sex
for you
sells.
guys. Yeah, good for you guys to get your logos and your name tags and all that shit popping on day 2, and you rush that merch out, and hopefully your merch is moving. But merch don't move like that, baby. We know, we've been involved in it a little bit. Merch don't move like that just based off a little bit of a following. And after you're out of here, I don't know how hot that merch is going to be. Hopefully you're getting it where you pay to have it printed as it's sold. 'Cause
Yeah.
otherwise, you probably ain't making no cheese. Probably taking a beating on them cheeks. Because if you're pressing 100, 200 of them at a time, can't imagine you're moving that much.
No.
But that name, image, likeness, that shit was bound to come. I've told you how I feel about that. I don't care. Let them get paid. It's whatever. But
That's what I said. It's just
a month away. Where are you going to be at for the first home game, Chrome?
I don't
What
know.
time are you getting to the blue line? 5
The
o'clock
first home
kick?
game?
5 o'clock kick. What time are you getting there? 10 a.m.? 10:30? Casamigos.
we're going to
No,
do.
Casamigos game is the Texas Tech game.
No, timeout.
No,
Time out.
well, I'm telling you, my buddy who buys the Casamigos is coming up for the Texas Tech game.
Well, and that's fine.
and he's
but-
trying to pound a bottle of tequila with us.
Well,
so.
and that's perfectly fine. But
What day's Texas Tech?
it's November.
No, it's like the first weekend in October, I think.
Okay, I was going to say I thought it was November.
Texas is in November.
Okay.
I'll clear my calendar.
Clear your calendar.
Clear my calendar. You staying in town that night?
I don't know yet. They got a hotel room. We'll see.
Here's we've got.
Got to get the hall pass, bud. Burned mine up for a while this past weekend.
How dare you?
I know.
How dare you? That's 2 months away. How dare you?
Look,
Be a man, Dave.
look, get her in
You
her
man,
house and you'll be
Dave.
fine.
Big load.
But
Start
we got
playing the air guitar.
Start
distract her.
living Carl Wellsine lifestyle?
Yeah.
No way.
Be a
we got to
man.
do something special for kicking off freaking tailgating again.
Yeah, I'm gonna get drunk.
Well, but he's saying no. The Casamigos is just we got to crack something that day.
Oh, I mean, what
About
do you want?
15 Bud Lights.
No, we got to
What
crack
do you
a
wanna
bottle.
do?
I don't know, but we got to crack a bottle.
I mean, I'm not gonna buy like Sinatra or Jack Daniels because it tastes just like Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
No,
I'm not a liquor guy.
I'm a tequila guy.
I'm a beer man.
then
You
fine.
don't drink fucking tequila, guy.
No, God no.
Yeah, you will.
God, yes.
I mean, I might take a little pull, but I ain't getting on a
All
bottle.
right, fine. We'll just do some shine.
Nope.
I don't know if I have that gear anymore.
I don't
Might
have that
be
gear
you
anymore.
guys.
I don't have that gear anymore. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I got a tequila gear and I got like a
You got a little bit of bourbon gear. Maybe I'll bring a bottle of bourbon.
I can do bourbon and I can do tequila. I don't go heavy rum. I don't go heavy vodka unless that's all I'm gonna drink. And I don't want to see myself on vodka.
Maybe I'll just get a mid-shelf bottle of bourbon to crack.
If it ain't Pappy, I ain't drinking it.
Well, shit.
On that note,
Crumb's ready to retire.
you guys
He wants
ready
a
to go?
beer.
Ready to get out of here?
Whenever you are.
I'm ready.
We gonna do it again this Sunday.
I'll be...
Out of
Let's
town.
wait
Yeah.
another week and then we can start cranking weekly. Let me get my schedule a little bit more.
Let you get a house.
Yeah. Let me
Let
get
you
off the
a
streets.
location. Yeah, let you get a
You'll see me
location.
down in Charleston on Capitol Street.
With a voila, I need
Yeah.
a beer sign.
Nah. You can go down to Tent City in the west side of St.
Can you
Albans.
imagine if you drove by and Crumb standing out there with a fucking sign that says voila, I need a beer.
I'd go buy him some.
Throw some fucking kettle corn
I'd
at
go
him.
get him a Natty Daddy.
Tell
All
him to
right,
eat
folks.
that.
Speaking of Natty, they're getting rid of Natty Oyster Bar.